Hello and welcome to the Cubbears fan report for June the 19th, 2024. I was going to report that the Cubs won on the 17th, but they blew the game, so I decided to wait and see if they win today. For the first time on Monday, they went over the over-under of 8 points, and 11 points or 13 points was scored in the game, but they lost 7-6, blowing a 3-run lead in the late innings. Hector Neris did not get the close yesterday because they figured he was going to blow it. The Cubs somehow managed to get a 3-run lead in the 8th inning with timely hitting, and it was preserved by Keegan Thompson. The win went to Tyson Miller, although Justin Steele started the game, pitched well, pitched 6 2/3 innings, giving up 2 runs. He fell behind quite a bit. I didn't like the counts he was pitching out of, but he pitched out of some jams, and the Cubs were tied 2-2 going into the bottom of the 8th, and they scored 3 runs with some timely hitting. Dansby Swanson got the scoring going in the 2nd inning with a 2-run home run. I like when I criticize people and then they come back and prove me wrong in the long run. Dansby Swanson was hurt. He's playing great defense, and he's throwing the ball strong to first base and hitting the ball in a more timely fashion because the Cubs are struggling to score. So when you struggle to score, it's important as a pitcher you don't walk people. And Keegan Thompson, another guy I've criticized, was sick and sent down to rehab, and he's come back and he pitched well, struck out the side in the 9th inning. So I'm very happy for him and his pitching because I like when I criticize a guy and he proves me wrong. Prove me wrong, Cubs, if I criticize you. I have no criticism except of Pete Crow Armstrong because he seems to be a little pull happy, and he's turning the ball over and hitting innocent ground balls to second base where he can't use his speed. Hit the ball where it's pitched. Go the other way. That's what I did when I used to play. I had a slow bat, so I had to go the other way because I couldn't always pull the ball. Sometimes I would, sometimes I wouldn't. My daughter plays college softball, and she's been very good at hitting the ball the other way. I'd almost put a reverse shift on her because she hits the ball good the other way. And that's the key. If the pitch is outside, hit it where it's pitched. Cody Bellinger got the scoring started in the bottom of the 8th with a beautiful opposite field single where the shift was favoring him between the shortstop and the third baseman. And he just punched the ball through there, and Cubs started the scoring. They scored 3 more runs with a lot of timely hitting. Christopher Morel pinch hit and got a hit, and Ian Happ got a hit, and the scoring was 3 runs because I was worried about that 3-2 lead. Tyson Miller has been pitching really well, and he got the win coming in for Justin Steele, who could go 6 2/3 inning. So Tyson Miller is another reliable arm that I'm excited about because the bullpen's not doing it. Hector Neris is not doing it, and some adjustments need to be made. I see Tyson Miller as having closer stuff. And Keegan Thompson came in and closed the game, struck out the side. So I'm proud of him as well. He's got good stuff, throws the ball 95 miles an hour and puts a slider on the outside corner. But you can't be falling behind 3-0. He struck out a guy on a 3-2 pitch. And Mark Leiter Jr. pitched the day before, had a really nice bases loaded fork ball that he threw on a 3-2 count and got out of the inning. But then he gave up a home run. So another thing that's not good is Mike Tuchman pulled his groin, and he is sent to the disabled list or the injured list. And Miles Mastrobuoni was back up. I saw him in the dugout high-fiving Dansby Swanson. And so we'll see because they need another left-handed bat, and they had some other guys down there I thought might come up like Canario, but he's right-handed. And other guys who are overdue to come up, which we may talk about this later this week. In another article related to the Bears, there's talk in Pittsburgh that Russell Wilson is looking good in the preseason activities, way better than Justin Fields, and is in no danger of losing his starting job. So it's still a competition. And another thing that's happened is the Bears' schedule for training camp and preseason has come out. The Bears get to start early because they have the Hall of Fame game against Texans on August the 1st. so they get an extra preseason game, so they get extra time to prepare for that. The preseason workouts will start sometime in mid-July. I'm hoping to make a trip up to Chicago at some point in July or August and visit the training camp. That's something I've never done, and go to some Cub games in Chicago. It's really hot up there, I'm told. It's like 100 degrees. It's hotter up there than it is here in Mississippi. But I don't think it'll be that hot in Mississippi, or hotter in Chicago than Mississippi, come August or July. Luckily, the Bears have some indoor training facilities. And another feature is they're going to have a joint practice with the Bengals in mid-August. They're going to play the Bengals in the preseason on the 17th of August. They play the Bills at the Bills on the 10th of August, and they're going to close out the preseason. They get 3 games plus the 1 Hall of Fame game. The Bears will be at the Chiefs on the 22nd of August, and that's a Thursday night game. A good test for them against teams that usually play most of their roster at least on the last game. It's like a dress rehearsal. So that'll be a good dress rehearsal. See what the defense is doing, see how the offensive line is doing, and see how Caleb Williams is doing. This is the Cubbears Fan Report. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Have a great day.